Hello there, welcome to the meeting. I can't believe it's already May, and it's our monthly community meeting. I'm Jeremy, and I'm with all these wonderful people. We have a little special guest right right there. I had to get that right. But it is our May community meeting. I'm very excited to get started. We do have something pretty special today, so if you check in, if we get the picture of it up, we have a little surprise for you all. And all you have to do is enter with hashtag DPUWin. So put that in the chat. Hopefully we get to see that. We'll make sure we remind you. You can also check in with a little QR code at the bottom right. But without further ado, let's introduce our little guest, Andy Clark. He's actually teaching a little class on esports in this upcoming fall.
Well, Jeremy, before we do that, so about today's check-in, for those of you that are already here, we're doing a giveaway, but we're going to do it twice. So the first thing to know, so you're going to win what's called a tile. So get it nice and close here for a second. So if you, like me, lose your stuff a whole lot, you can put this on your keys, you can put it in your backpack, you can attach it to your headphones, you can do whatever you want with it. But what it does, if you give me a second here, it has an app on your phone, and then it makes a noise when you find it. So what Jeremy showed in that DPU win, so if you're watching live right now, like Jeremy said, you can type in that DPU win in the chat, and you're going to be entered for a chance to win the live drawing. If you're watching the video on demand, though, you can scan in with the QR code, and we'll pick a winner this upcoming Sunday. But if you also are watching live right now, you can kind of double dip and double your chances to win if you do the code plus the QR code check-in. So you have the opportunity to do both there. So with that, yeah, just wanted to expand on that a little bit. But we will, oops, wrong layout. Let me figure it out here. Going crazy. We'll turn it over to Andy to talk a little bit about the business of esports class.
Unmute my spot. Oh, there I'm unmuted. Very good. You guys are blowing me away here with the presentation. I got to really step up my game. The playing song. I need my own playing song video. That'd be cool, which I don't have yet. But yeah. Anyway, so my name is Andy Clark. I'm the director of sports business programs in the Driehaus College of Business, and I'm proud to say we just got approval for a new sports business major and minor, which will be active next year, so you can actually get a major in sports business or minor in that. And kind of, accidentally on purpose, a course that Courtney probably was thinking, like, Andy, you've been talking about this course for 2 years. When are you going to teach it? I'm sick of hearing about it when you're not doing it. But yeah, I've been talking about launching a business of esports class, which originally looked like it was really set for the spring and didn't happen, but we're doing that in the fall. And as you can, if you're looking at me, you probably wouldn't think that I'm a gamer or an expert in esports, would you, by the looks of me on this screen? Well, if you didn't think I was, that's right, because I'm not. Then, well, why the heck are you teaching an esports class? Well, I'm not an expert in esports, even though I've learned enough to be dangerous. What I think I am really good at is bringing people that are to the fold, and we do that in our sports sponsorship class, our sports management class, our project classes with the Cubs, our London study abroad program. So what I wanted to do with this class, which just like esports, like saying esports, like you guys know more than I do, like it's one thing, right? It's like saying I like sports, right? Well, what sport, right? You say you're a football fan or baseball. Esports is much the same thing, but it's been locked into this thing. I'm esports. I'm a gamer. Like it's ubiquitous when it's really not. So what the approach is with this class, as the excitement for gaming is, and like Courtney, I've seen this grow at DePaul over the past 4 or 5 years from nothing to where it's kind of the number one student activity. So and I've also seen that in a business setting, right, with my job. And I worked at big PR and advertising agencies for many years, and I attend a lot of conferences still, sports marketing conferences, and started probably about 5-6 years ago, even longer. You'd start to see like a presentation, from somebody from Twitch or somebody from Evil Geniuses, and people are like, "What are they talking about? What is happening there? I don't understand that." My kids are downstairs doing something to where the amount of content for like a major sports conference where there's 1,000 people from major teams and organizations, leagues, and agencies, they're starting to hang on every word that these things happen, that the esports sessions are packed, right? And why are they packed? Because they want to know what the heck is going on, right? Why are so many people interested in this, right? What are we learning for this? Our demographics are old, right? The average demographic demo for a Major League Baseball fan is like 57 years old, right? Is that a good business model? No, right? The average, even the NBA, which is, everybody thinks of the NBA as being a younger kind of thing, is still around 40. I think for esports, it's about 25, which is older than you might think, right? So everybody wants to know, how do we reach this audience? How do we get after that? So a lot of that with what we're going to do with this course is understanding you have a passion for gaming, that you can make a career out of this, right? Just like other sports and other businesses, as gaming grows, and someone was just talking about events, right? That esports events and event management is a huge part of this, right? Marketing and sponsorship is a huge deal. I was just at a conference in London and made a great connect. Nobody was just at a conference in London, right? That would have been cool. I would like to have just been at a conference in London, but I was there the fall of 2020 and made a great connection with a woman, Lindsay Eckhouse, who's the chief commercial officer, which means chief marketing and sales officer for G2 Esports in London. She had been with the NFL for 10 years. She moved to London with the NFL. She went from NFL, and they're doing okay because esports wants to learn from them as well. And she's running all the sponsorship and how do we do that because she has good client relationships. So we would hear from someone like her about from an international perspective and a sports marketing perspective. So you got sponsorship, you got events, you've got finance, right? You've got media, right? You guys know about media, that media in a million different formats, and how does that come across, and how do you make money on that, right? How that all comes together. From an organization and recreation perspective, there's esports at the very high level, just like in any sport, right? Any event, people always think at the high end kind of thing, and and famous gamers and things like that, but very much at the recreational level. That's growing tremendously. Certainly, you guys know from DePaul, but in park districts and high schools and civic organizations, there's business elements to that. So, the core of the class, and some of the folks I've even talked to in the last, even the last few weeks, I'm just looking I made a quick list about maybe speaking in class or doing this, from FaZe Clan to Evil Geniuses. I talked about NRG Esports, G2 Esports, even McLaren Racing. So get a look at things from different perspectives. Hopefully we'll use this. The class is scheduled to be live on campus on Tuesday afternoons, and hopefully, if they'll let us, we'll use the center a little bit downstairs, right? If we can get access to that, which I would hope we'd get access to at least once, right? But we'll do that. So we'll have cool speakers. We'll do a project. I do in all my classes. We do group projects, which lots of times you've grown about. I don't want to meet and talk to people, but the projects we'll do aren't a project you should present there. A project we'll do with, actually, I was just on a call yesterday with Evil Genius, with actually the agency that's representing Evil Geniuses, so that they have a bigger footprint in colleges. An agency called Forefront that we've done projects with in my sponsorship classes before. We did a project with them last year on USA Fencing. We did a project on a tennis tournament on sponsorship. So you'll do a project where you'll actually work with an outside organization and present to them. So at the end of the day, at the end of the quarter, you have something that you can say, yeah, I like esports. I learned a little about the business of esports, but I also worked with this major esports organization. I presented a business component to them, and let me show you what I talked to them about. That's going to differentiate yourself and separate yourself in such a big way in an interview setting, whether it be for an internship or a job or anything else down the road. We already have, and probably some of you guys know, a number of alums that are doing cool things in the esports space. I haven't even said, did you guys notice this? I was giving people a hard time yesterday. People use ecosystem a lot when you talk about esports. Talk about other sports. I never heard me say ecosystem. I talked to the Forefront folks yesterday. Like every fifth word, if we had a drinking game, if you drank every time someone said ecosystem, I would have been smashed at quarter of 12 yesterday. But anyways, understanding all elements of the esports ecosystem and being able to do that in a business setting. So I don't know if Courtney's probably got the flyer, or I can put it up on the screen or in the chat or whatever. I know, is there a chat? I don't know how that works, but
yeah, it's also listed in our esports Discord. So if students are interested in reading a little bit more about the class or finding out more about it, you can go into the DePaul Esports Discord at discord.com or discord.gg/DePaul Esports. And it's in the academics channel, I believe. Is that right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it's academics and something. Academics and networking. I know academics is in there, but the full flyer is there.
And on there my email's on the flyer. So if you have any questions at all about this, or you mentioned this one company, could I talk to somebody there? Could you make an introduction for me? Email me. We can do that. So if it's just something caught your ear, your attention, we can definitely do that in that context. So that's what's up on Friday at 3:13.
Awesome. Thanks, Andy. Anybody have any questions, thoughts, things you're curious about for it?
I have a quick question. Yeah, the class sounds awesome. Is it only open to College of Business students?
No, it's open to everybody. So please.
Okay.
So yeah,
Awesome.
I didn't work it. I was trying to get it. I don't think it's going to work this time. Maybe next time. I cross-listed as a CDM course as well. But absolutely, it's. I don't think I'm positive. No, I said there's no prereqs for it. So, there's no prereqs for it. So it's obviously, it's an elective for anybody, business or otherwise. But that's a great question. It's open to anybody. It's a business class. You're learning about the business esports, but it's certainly open and encouraged. And I'm expecting, a lot of folks from different schools in that. Thanks, Alex.
Awesome. Excited to hear it.
I just checked the DePaul Esports Discord. It's in the Student Resources channel. Courtney posted the little blurb about from Campus Connect, I think, the introduction.
Perfect. Well, Professor Clark, thanks for joining us today. It was great seeing you. And students, definitely, if you have a opportunity, check out the class and fill your course catalog for fall. Registration is opening. We got one comment, Andy, just a fun one to share with you here. Thanks for creating the opportunity for people in gaming and in business. I wish I could take it, but I'm a senior graduating. So, for students, take it now, right? Like take it if you have that opening, so that you don't miss out. So, be sure to check it out.
Right. And tell your friends. So there you go. If you're graduating, tell your friends saying, I can't take it, but you can take it for me. So there you go. All right.
Actually, I just signed up for it this morning.
All right. There you go. That's worth. So I earned a commission. I got a commission.
There you go.
I made money on it. So I made money on the deal. So very good. All right. I wish we got paid that way. So very good. All right.
All right. We'll talk to you later, Andy.
Guys, thank you. Have a good weekend.
You too. Bye-bye.
And Fernando, don't worry, you're not alone. I'm in the same boat. It's it's the timing.
All right, so I think we're diving in next to team updates, if I'm not mistaken. If you're joining us now, be sure you get the get checked into today's meeting. You can check in live at by typing #DPUWin into the comment, or by scanning that QR code. But I'll turn it over to you all from here.
All right, yeah, so we are coming down with the end of the spring quarter now. As you might be able to tell, a lot of playoffs have already happened and some are finishing up. So we'll be talking about a lot of those that have happened in the next slide. So I'll start off by just talking about everything generally, and then we'll kind of move into the other aspects. So for Big East, as you have heard, League of Legends actually won their Big East championship, and that actually gave them a spot in the Collegiate League of Legends championship, and Matt will cover that a bit more in the future. We have a few teams actually competing in the Chicago College Esports Leagues. That includes Valorant, Rocket League, League of Legends, and Overwatch. And if you're not familiar, it's a competition with many of the big universities here in Chicago, like U Chicago, Illinois Institute of Technology, UIC, Columbia, Northwestern, and yeah, I believe that's the whole list, unless I'm forgetting one. So a lot of nice local competition happening there. So we'll definitely be talking a bit more about that as well. And we also have some updates for COD, which Kevin, feel free to talk about now if you wanted to.
Yeah, last night we started the CXP League. We beat Wisconsin 3-0 last night. It was really fun. We play against Fordham tonight. I think it's about 8:30 CST. You can follow the DePaul Call of Duty Twitter at DPUCOD for more updates. And we also placed top 64 in the College COD League out of 180 teams. And we made playoffs. We had an 11-3 record before playoffs. And we're looking forward to competing again next year.
Yeah. And then as for Smash, I'm not sure if you guys heard, this was quite a while ago now, but for the EGF conference, our Smash team managed second place. And yeah, I think we'll move on to the next slide to talk more in particular about Rocket League, Valorant, and League.
Yeah, absolutely. So I can kick off and talk about Rocket League a little bit. So the big news from Rocket League this week was that Rocket League managed to win the Chicago College Esports competition last week in a tough grand finals against UIC. And not only that, Rocket League continued their win streak and took the W for the Illinois Esports Spring Showdown. So 2 really big wins in 1 month. So it's awesome to see. The players that played, we have Lavish, Black Wraith, and Shikuki. I saw Shikuki in the chat. So congratulations to all you guys. It was really exciting watching those and seeing you guys finally get some big Ws. And then the other thing Rocket League did this month was they participated in our new stream review series called Match Review, which we'll discuss a little bit later.
Right, yeah, and then moving on to Valorant. The biggest thing that the Valorant team has currently is they're in the playoffs for CF1, which is one of the biggest varsity Valorant competitions in the country. And they're actually, for their region, the central region, they are in the quarterfinals for a prize pool of about, I think, $8,000 or $9,000. So yeah, they're the first seed moving into this competition. And so that will actually be happening this Saturday. I believe, I can't see what time exactly, but at some point on Saturday, we'll be posting about it. So
looks like so tomorrow their first match is at 2 Central Time, and then semifinals are also tomorrow at it says 4 and 6. So it's either 4 or 6 p.m. Probably depending on which one they're in. And finals are tomorrow night at 8 p.m.
Right, yeah. So they've been doing a lot of practicing, hopefully looking to take this prize pool home, and yeah.
Tom, do you know which Western that is? Western what?
I'm not sure. I could check it real quick if you guys had wanted.
I'm just curious.
It is, let's see. It just says Western U. Western University, I think.
Oh, okay.
They have like a small logo. I can't really tell fully.
Yeah.
But
Nice. Cool.
Yeah, Western University. Yeah, and feel free to talk about League now, I guess, Matt. Sorry.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so League of Legends has been definitely playing a lot of really difficult matches over the past, I want to say month and a half or so. Most notable achievement out of this is, of course, the fact that our varsity League of Legends team is the 2021 League of Legends Big East champions. Managed to take it over St. John's University. I know that St. John's is definitely not a school to sleep on as far as League of Legends goes. So this is definitely a really exciting win. And as Tom ended up mentioning a little bit earlier, this actually qualified League of Legends for the College League of Legends championships, to which the most recent match they played was against Michigan State University, and they ended up losing in a really close 2-1 set. It was like a best of 3 of it was like a best of 3 set of games. So yeah, definitely really, really close match. It does lead them in 33rd overall, excuse me. And yeah, definitely really great showing from League of Legends this past few months, really showing that we can break into the top echelon of schools in the United States. So definitely really, really great showing from them so far.
Yeah, the thing I've been saying to all of my colleagues around DePaul is they're 33rd out of 3,600 colleges and universities around the country. And granted, not every single person's playing League of Legends, but when they won that Big East tournament slot, I mean, that's a huge deal, especially when you consider, I think that the League of Legends bracket had 24 conferences that like you had to win a spot, and then it was like an additional 6 that were appointed in from the League of Legends group, at least if I remember reading that article correctly. But
Yeah.
I mean, it's a huge deal, like, and kudos to our league team. They had a really great season this year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the largest esports on the planet, and the collegiate scene is not lacking behind at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, and yeah, here we'll be talking about the college Chicago esports leagues. So yeah, we're actually in the lead, given 2 first place finishes and 1 second place finish. And so yeah, our Valorant team actually ended up first over University of Chicago, and our Overwatch team ended up ending second place to Northwestern University. And for Rocket League, we took the win over UIC, as Alex was talking about earlier. So I'm pretty sure that we've actually somewhat locked in our victory for this tournament. So we'll be the college to beat in the Chicago area, but we do also have League of Legends happening either tomorrow or the day after. So we definitely look out for updates regarding that, and yeah, hopefully we'll be taking home the prize pool.
Nice job, everybody.
Yeah, and so we also have a couple of just like exciting new updates regarding the Game Hers, which is our new chapter here at DePaul Esports. First of all, we have been invited to attend this really interesting webinar hosted by Genji Esports and Cal Women in Gaming. And it's just going to discuss kind of like the positive impacts of women in esports groups and just kind of amplifying women's voices in just like esports environments. The webinar is free to attend, and it's actually happening tomorrow, which is the 8th. It's going to start at 4 and go to around 5:30 p.m. Central Time. So yeah, if you're interested in attending that, we posted the link a couple days ago in the Partners and Sponsors channel on the Discord, so feel free to check it out there. I think that's going to be a really interesting webinar. And also, the Game Hers is hosting a really big Mother's Day giveaway, which is really exciting. You can win like $1,300 in Lenovo products. Like some really cool stuff is going on there. And the giveaway lasts all month, so it goes until May 31st. And I actually posted the link to that just yesterday or the day before that in the Game Hers chapter Discord channel. So just don't miss out on that. That's a really exciting giveaway that's happening there.
Cool. It's great to see our Game Hers chapter starting to amp up a little bit too. So it's great to see that this is the start of many more initiatives and engagement opportunities. So it'll be exciting as those continue to develop.
Well, moving on, as you know, Kevin and I, we've been hosting This Week in DePaul Esports for about 4 or 5 weeks now. It's been a blast. I know Kevin and I, we have some really nice synergy, but it's every Monday at 4:30, and we just go over the weekly highlights. We have a little highlight reel at the end, and we just kind of go with the flow and kind of do a little improv.
Yeah, we have weekly guests now. Our first guest was Tom. Our second guest was Alex, and our third guest was Matt. And next week we have another guest from our esports leadership team. You can use the process of elimination to guess who that's going to be, but we won't tell you. And yeah, we kind of just go over everything that goes on at DePaul Esports.
Process of elimination. So Layla's coming?
Could be.
It's a surprise.
Right. Cool.
So here's another new series we got going on. This one I'm actually hosting myself, and this one is called fittingly Match Review. And no, that is not a typo. It's supposed to be a play. It's supposed to be a how would you say, like a play on words?
Play on words.
Yeah, like a play on words of my name. So this is a really cool logo that was made by Kevin here. And this is a really cool series if you haven't checked it out already. Basically, what happens is, I reach out to like one of our recently competing teams. We talk about a match or a series of matches that they recently have played in. And it kind of gives us that opportunity to sort of dive into like the kind of strategy, the team synergy, and, give you a glimpse of like how all of these teams and their individual players prepare for certain matchups. So the first episode we had was a couple of weeks ago, and it was talking about Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Varsity. Specifically, talking about our strategy over the course of EGF. So you got to hear a lot of stuff about like counter picks, character matchups, stuff like that. As Alex talked about, we just had the second episode on Rocket League, so that was really great. We got to see 3 different games play out over the course of that match review, and once again, all the replays for those 2 are right now on our YouTube channel. So if you want to head on over to the DePaul Esports YouTube channel, if you're not already watching off of there. you'll be able to find the recordings right there, and it gives you a really great glimpse into like how these teams like think. So we're going to try and make these happen on a weekly basis. So in that case, they'll be happening every Wednesday at 1:00 p.m. Central Time. Although if there are any changes to the schedule, we'll be sure to post about it on Discord, on Twitter, on our weekly email newsletter. The works. Like, you'll be able to hear about it if we do end up changing the time. So looking forward to it. We still got plenty of teams to go through. Still got plenty of matches to go through. I'm really excited. It's been a lot of fun so far.
Right. And Matt, is this so what you're reviewing, is it like a VOD review kind of thing, or is it more so like just like talking about the match?
Yeah, in a sense, it's a little bit more freeform in that way, where it's like it's the idea is that it is supposed to be like a VOD review, so we're talking about like individual matches and like talking about whenever possible we'll talk about like specific interactions that happen in the game, so you get a real like meta sense of like what's going on in the game, as opposed to like, we just practice by playing the game. It's more like, no, we're making this exact decision because of this and that. So it's I guess to put it in other words, it's meant to be a more detailed analysis.
Got it.
Well, and I hope if nothing else, that people realize that what we're doing with all of this is we're really trying to increase our content that DePaul Esports puts out. So if you have an idea for something that you want to see featured, or if you want to be part of one of these, just let us know, because it really is one area that we've been trying to grow and develop. We started last summer with the esports career chats. We did a little bit of those in winter, or in fall quarter. In winter, we obviously did like esports edu. Now we're doing the match review. So we're trying to create this like annual cycle almost, that has lots of different content that we put out that's all student generated. So if you have ideas, or if you want to be part of that, just reach out to us and let us know. We're happy to find places for everybody, because between that and streaming tournaments and DePaul Gaming League events, we really are just trying to increase content and output into the community here. And Jeremy and Kevin are going to be seeing a lot more about that. And actually, so we just got a comment that friends didn't know that we had a YouTube channel. We have a YouTube channel, and we have 32 subscribers, which I am, very proud of those 32, but we could use more, because I want to get that youtube.tv/ DePaul Esports, and we don't quite have enough followers yet to get the full thing. But Tom put in the chat here. 30. We're up to 33. There we go. Can we make it 34? Can we make it 34? Anybody? Yeah, but if you go to our link tree, our YouTube channel's listed in there too. But yeah, definitely trying to get those numbers up so that we can get our custom YouTube channel name too.
34 to the guy in the back with the big hats.
Yeah, I have like the DePaul involvement YouTube and the SGA YouTube. So like everyone, and then like obviously my own personal one. So like I oftentimes like go through and like share like the love, right? Like I'll have like all of the accounts like something, or all of them follow each other too, because I'm trying to get all of the numbers up collectively. But anyway, we've got more important things to talk about, like awards.
Yeah, we have the DePaul Esports Awards coming up. You're going to be able to vote on your most valuable player you think by whatever game you play, the exemplary community member, by a game title as well. And we have some more broad categories, like the Student Leader Awards and Graduating Student Awards for seniors who are going to be, and graduate students who are going to be finishing up at the end of this quarter. I'm just posting a link in the chat right now, so you can go fill that out. And the deadline is May 14th. So we're very excited to give away some hardware for the people who win their awards there.
Yeah, absolutely. And just to go in a little bit more detail with those awards, the first award is an MVP award. So that's going to be awarded per each individual team. So that's going to be someone who maybe has demonstrated good teamwork, cool composure, as well as in-game skill. There's also the Exemplary Community Award, like Kevin said. And so that one's going to be based off of good community spirit and like kind of active participation within the community. And like I said, that one's going to be per game title. So one for Rocket League, one for Overwatch, etc. As well as a very rare Student Leader Award, which is going to be given out to anyone who has really just demonstrated a lot of extraordinary, esports spirit and really helped us elevate our program to where it is today. And yeah, that's going to be exciting. Like Kevin said, the voting ends in about a week. So make sure you get those in if you're eligible. share it to your friends who you know are eligible. And yeah, it's going to be exciting to see how that turns out.
Well, and I'd be remiss if I didn't take a second here and just remind people, if you are a graduating student, you've gotten an email asking you to fill out a form just to confirm that you're graduating, because we're doing something new this year, and I'm going to change the layout here for a second, that we created esports graduation regalia. So this is what it looks like. It's a ribbon, like a medal that you can wear at graduation, again, to designate that you've been a member of our esports community, that you've been on a team, or that you've been a student leader. But we know that we're doing the awards ceremony, obviously, like Jeremy and Alex said, on June 4th. But we also know that graduation, the on-campus graduation celebration in Lincoln Park starts, I think, the 18th, if I'm not mistaken, or it starts sometime soon. So we want you to have this for those moments. So again, I mean, I think it's pretty cool. The students all helped design it, so they helped pick it out, and just this is what we're going to do moving forward. So anybody who's on a team or part of a elevated role in our community, you're eligible to receive this moving forward. So even if you're not graduating this year, just make a mental note. We want to, celebrate the accomplishments of our team, especially at graduation when they cross that stage, even if it's, the one in Lincoln Park right now. But be sure to get that form in. If you aren't sure, if you don't know where it is, you can connect with your team liaison, or you can shoot me a message on Discord, and I can get you the link as well. I'm just DPU Courtney 5518. But yeah, we've got a lot to celebrate this year. It was a really, really great year.
One thing I'll say about the medals is that, they look really cool in the video you just showed, but honestly, in person, they look even better. Like, I just got mine in the mail like maybe 2 days ago, and I was very impressed.
Yeah, I just got mine just now. Like, not even joking.
Oh,
before
go put
this started.
them on!
True. Yeah. I mean, I could go find it.
You gotta wear it for the rest of your classes for the rest of spring quarter too.
That's fair.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited because I think the thing that I think is really cool about them is, like, I mean, you see the cutout like this, but it's going to be that background's going to be blue, which I'm honestly, it'll kind of look like Tom here. Because he's got a blue sweatshirt on, but with the blue gowns.
Yeah, this is awesome, by the way.
Yeah. But it'll look really cool, I think, with the gowns too, because like it's that filled in background. The zoom in for the camera.
Oh wait. Oh, it's closed.
Yeah, we gotta make sure it didn't get scratched, Tom.
Yeah, I should have put this on my YouTube channel. Sorry, guys.
You could have done a big unboxing.
Oh wait, it's like rotating.
Yeah.
Man, I'm gonna have so many medals. One from every club.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. Yeah.
Well,
great.
cool. Yeah. So if you're a graduating senior, get that form filled out. The other thing that we wanted to put on your radar, so you may remember from last back in December, like January, February, I think of 2020, back when we were allowed to interact with other humans face to face, before we all got vaccinated, right? And we're going to be able to do that again here in the near future. We did a sense of community survey, and we used a lot of that data, and we've been using it to help tell a story about esports and about the esports community. But we're trying to enhance that, and we're trying to do a second part of that survey. So what we're calling it our Sense of Community Survey Part 2, and members of our teams, so varsity, JV, academy level, and then again, those elevated student leader positions are going to get a link to complete a Sense of Community Survey between May 17th and May 28th. I beg of you, please do the survey. It will take you 5 minutes. When you do it, it's going to be anonymous, but we're going to ask you to put your ID number in. I promise we're not going to do any tracking or anything, but you're going to get one of these. It's pictured there, but you're going to get one of these matte black water bottles for DePaul Esports as a thank you for filling it out. So to help us tell our story. What we're trying to do, just to give you a sense of this, like why we're doing this, we're trying to talk about esports as what's called a high impact practice at the university, meaning like this is an experience that helps retain students, helps keep them at DePaul. It helps you all feel more connected to the university. And this survey is going to help us to tell that story. So again, please, please, please fill it out. Tell your team members to fill it out as well, because all of this is going to be part of that story that we tell. I'll also share, I didn't even tell this to the team here before, but Gene Jarsky, or Veep Gene, as you may know him, he's the vice president for student affairs, and he chairs the student engagement committee of the board of trustees. And this past board of trustees meeting, he focused a lot on esports, and they want to hear more. They want to hear more about like the impact and about the experience. So surveys like this, and you know, when I ask for feedback and I ask for quotes and things, those help, that really does help us to tell that story, and eventually, hopefully, will help us to get more resources, more staffing, more space, all of the things that we know we need in order to continue to grow and expand the esports program. So I'm going to say thank you in advance for filling it out. But again, please fill that when you see that link.
Yeah, the water bottle. It's so cool. I'm already motivated. So motivated. I'm doing that right away.
I definitely want one of those, as well as one of the new jerseys that we're going to be having next year as a result of our 2021 to 2023 Esports Jersey Design Contest. Every student can submit their own jersey design in our competition, which is going to be ending next week, Friday, May 14th. You can create your own jersey for DePaul Esports. We change them out every 2 years, like the one I'm wearing, one Jeremy's wearing right now. And I believe Jeremy can talk a little bit more about the competition.
Yeah, so on Wednesday, after match review, I hosted a little demo on how to get started. I showed 3 different templates and what exactly you could do with them. If you'd like to check them out, they're on the YouTube and the Twitch channels. And if you ever have any questions, feel free to shoot me a message. I'm more than happy to help you out with it.
Cool. So with that, we just wanted to remind everybody, if you haven't checked in, go ahead and you can check in using the hashtag DPUWin in the chat. Which, if you give me a second here, we're trying out a new software today. If I can figure out how it works. So let's pull this up for a sec. So I don't know if you can see that. Okay. There we go. So again, if you type hashtag DPUWin in the chat, you're going to be entered for the live drawing that we'll do here in a minute. And then you'll see a QR code in the corner. If you're watching the video on demand, you can scan the code for a chance to win the video on demand version of this as well. But we'll give it one more minute here. But we're doing 2 drawings, one today, one on Sunday. And if you weren't here at the beginning, it's for a little tile, which is something that you can put on your keys, put in your backpack, whatever you need for a chance to win. But we'll give it a minute here in case anybody else wants to enter or get information in. But anybody have anything else to share? Things to know. The one thing I would share, some people may know, we did an informal poll in the questions and answers tab about a week or so ago that we were asking people what they want to see for summer. So the top 3 were, people said that they want to see DePaul Gaming League events, so like one-off tournaments. They want to see matches with other universities, and then they'd like to see game nights in the Discord. So we're going to be working on that in the upcoming weeks, and hopefully we'll have a schedule of some things that are going on. But anybody else, team? Anybody have anything else they want to share? Good luck things for people?
Good luck, Valorant.
Good luck, Valorant. Good luck, Call of Duty tonight. You can watch on all of our player streams. Follow at DPU COD. And also be sure to check out Jeremy and I show this weekend at DePaul Esports next Monday at 4:30. And we'll see you right back here for that.
Oh my gosh. I just reset the DPU win. Sorry, I hit refresh. So I need people to enter it again. My apologies. Sorry about that, everybody. So again, just type DPU win in the chat. Sorry, this is the first time we're using this tool. Sorry about that. There we go. See, people are resubmitting. That's my bad. But again, we're learning new things every day, right?
Yeah, and I hope midterms went well for everyone. I believe that's wrapping up right about now. So
Everybody done, or does anybody have any more?
I am done.
I have a midterm due. Relax, Rolly. Next Monday. I've had my midterm's been spread out like 3 weeks. I had an accounting midterm 2 weeks ago. I had one this week, and I have one next week.
See, I don't think anyone ever quite realized. I didn't go to DePaul, but I went to a college that had trimesters, which we call them trimesters instead of quarters because we didn't really have a lot of summer class options. But no one like talks about like the impact of like how frequently it feels like you have to take major tests at a university like this.
Yeah.
It's just wild. All right. Well, we're going to go ahead. Last call for drawings. We'll give it, 20 seconds since I think we got about a 20-second delay. And then we'll see how this works because, we've never tried this before. And now we know don't hit refresh, or at least don't put me in charge of it so that I accidentally hit refresh.
I think it might end up drawing one of the DePaul Esports accounts too, because we also put that in the chat. But if that happens, I'm sure we can just redraw.
Yeah. All right. Well, here we go.
Oh. Hey, look at that.
You called it. Oh, wait.
Is it going to be DePaul Esports, or DePaul Esports? Hey,
we won ourselves.
Unlucky, guys.
Hold on. There's a draw again
next
button.
time.
Wait, where'd it go?
Good work, everybody.
I
You
know,
did it.
right? Well, that's good to know.
I hope it's DePaul Esports again. That's so funny.
Cool, though. I love the animation.
Yeah, it looks pretty fun.
What's up, Shikuki, in the chat?
Oh
my god. It's rigged.
We're never gonna leave.
Rigged.
We're trapped forever.
I know, right?
There's no way it's back to back to back.
There we go.
Hey, let's go.
All right. So is it for Zans? Shoot us a message on it looks like you're watching on Twitch. So just shoot us a message on Twitch and we'll get your address and get one of the tiles mailed out to you. Any final thoughts, things to share, anybody? Oh, that's a dog, not a microphone cover.
Yes.
I
Nope.
legit thought that was a microphone cover for a minute.
Nope,
It's a
it's
very
my
cute
dog. Yep.
What's his or her name?
His name's Rolly. He's needs some attention right now. So
Yeah.
I figured I'd bring him on.
Hi, Rolly. Good to see you, buddy. I think that means hello back.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Well, nothing more from me. I don't know if anyone else has anything to comment on.
No. I
Rolly
can't. There's a squirrel outside my door right now. He's just looking at me. I'm not even joking. It's
Yeah, Rolly's lunch.
Oh no.
Yeah, I was gonna say don't show Rolly. All righty. Well, as always, community members, if there's anything that we can be doing to support you, feel free to reach out to us and let us know. We're all listed in the staff and mods listing on the DePaul Esports Discord, or you can always shoot us an email at esports@depaul.edu. But until next time, we hope you all stay safe. And don't forget, get the vaccine. It's required for your fall return if you are planning to return as a student this fall. And if you have any questions about it, you can always go to go.depaul.edu/COVID vaccine. They have information there. DePaul is partnering for some different clinics around the area if you're in the Chicagoland area. And that website also can show you how to get that your vaccine card uploaded to Campus Connect as well. But until next time, we hope everybody stays safe. Don't forget next weekend's Mother's Day too. Or this weekend's Mother's Day. Be nice to your moms.
2 days.
Yeah. All right. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.
Thanks for tuning in.